and we'll see the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Dolphins and the Texans, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Well, the Dolphins head out, led by the NFL's leading passer in 2023. Now in his 5th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
The secret to his game and his success? Incredible chemistry with each and every one of the guys who catches passes with him. And not only does he ask them to stay after practice or meet it before practice, he actually demands it because he knows if they have that kind of chemistry built up, they're going to be hard to beat each and every ball game.
On play action, here's Tua. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. And here are the key inactives for them in this one. And obviously, Charles, you're going to be without some important names this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines encouraging the guys who are going out there and helping them when they come off the sidelines during the game by giving them some tips on what they see and what they've experienced. That's true teamwork. And if you want to get to the playoffs, if you want to have a big push, you have to have that on your squad.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert powering forward. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And fights through one man. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as good running gets him to about the 44. The Dolphins at 9-4 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. You look at the defense for these Texans. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Well, this defense for the Texans very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
In motion, the tight end. Tua on 4th down. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Texans offense heading out behind their quarterback in his second season. Last year's Offensive Rookie of the Year, C.J. Stroud.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Stroud. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment defense.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Play action. Stroud now. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Mixon going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. They'll bring a tight end in motion. Another try for Mixon. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Joe Mixon with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Dolphins offense and Tyreek Hill set to take over once more. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to pass. Tua. And that will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
That's taken on the 25. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jordan Brooks with it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
All right, come on.
A man who was both a prep and collegiate star here in the Lone Star State, Devon Achane. Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now Tua. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Tua going to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. You talk about this Miami defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Mixon with a first down carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. Throwing now is Stroud. That one complete. It's tanked down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Inside handoff to Mixon. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 2nd and a couple.
On the quick, right?
Again, it's Mixon. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Stroud looking to throw. That is caught. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Mixon again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's third and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Just inside the 30. In motion goes the tight end. From the gun, it's Tua. Short throw to Smith. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the tight end is certainly positioned built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. A give, running right, Achane. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
In motion, Hill. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. That's Foley Fatukasi who got in there and finished off the play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And Stroud now to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw it. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Right here.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now a toss right side. Achane with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run for it with Achane. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop it right where it all started. The kick by Sanders is good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on 3rd down. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. Miami set to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And some room to roam now. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Now Tua going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff as he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Short throw to Smith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
Solo left, Zion. Solo left, ready. What?
Tua to throw again. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Watch it, Oscar.
Tua sets up to pass it. Eluding the pressure right. Another catch there for Waddle. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. 4 yards to go on second down from the 7. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead into intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Stroud. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Shaquille Barrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this returnable for Hill. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So nothing doing there, and that's going to bring up second down. Up the middle, Achane. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now Tua are going to try and sneak it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Tonight. Tonight.
Here's Stroud. Got his man down. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Mixon running wide side. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down. They'll run with Mixon. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play. Yeah. But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, come on.
In motion left, Hill. Now Achane on 1st and 10. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon set to take over once more. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 12-yard line.
Stroud out of the gun here. He finds his target. It's Schultz. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Calais Campbell. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
That's complete to Dell. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Looking to pass. Tua. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Achane. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out 1st downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Tua going to throw. Short throw to Smith. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. They'll give this to Achane. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's taken down inside the 30. 52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Flushed out right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
He's got Smith here. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Go ahead. Ready.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins will add to their 4th quarter lead. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Devon Achane who finished things off with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And able to get this out to the 25. The Texans offense set to regain possession. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Throwing now is Stroud. Firing. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
They're right here.
Now a run by Achane. The 20. 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
A run now from Achane. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Showing off the quick feet that time and getting forward for a pickup of 3 yards. Stroud looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and now we've got a 3rd and 4. Stroud working out of the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Stroud. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And Stroud now to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Play action. Stroud now. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Stroud will look to throw once more. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Stroud to throw it. And he's got Jordan complete right side. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. This 2nd and 4.
All right.
They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Operating from the gun. Stroud. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
To Mixon on the check down. 3rd down and goal coming up here. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Stroud to throw it. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. Kicking team on the sidelines. Offense on for 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Again, it's Achane. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Connecting with Mixon.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Now Stroud.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Stroud.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Go ahead.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Ready.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
On 3rd down, Achane.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game. They'll go. Achane.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Dolphins, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they drop their